In 2067, as humanity is facing extinction following a global famine caused by ecocide, it has since abandoned scientific pursuits such as space exploration. As a result, ex-NASA pilot Joseph Cooper is now forced to work as a farmer with his son Tom, daughter Murph, and father-in-law Donald. Cooper observes a pattern formed by an apparent gravitational anomaly in Murph's bedroom. He decodes it into GPS coordinates and arrives at a secret NASA facility headed by Professor Brand. Brand explains that NASA is trying to find an exoplanet capable of supporting life, and he is working on solving a gravity equation to provide a way of transporting large numbers of people off the dying Earth planet. He enlists Cooper to pilot an exploratory spacecraft called the Endurance, holding the supplies and embryos for a new colony potentially without the population of Earth Plan B, with a crew of 3 scientists, Romilly, Doyle, and Brand's daughter Amelia, accompanied by robot assistants Tars and Case. With few resources to mount more expeditions, this is humanity's last chance to travel through a wormhole that mysteriously appeared near Saturn to a series of potentially habitable planets. Cooper reluctantly leaves his family and embarks on the mission. After reaching their destination, the crew investigates 3 planets orbiting a supermassive black hole, Gargantua, with each previously checked by a NASA scientist explorer. Romilly remains in orbit to study Gargantua while the others take a Ranger craft to the first planet, an ocean world of shallow water assigned to explorer Laura Miller. Upon arriving at Miller's beacon and finding debris, they realize she was killed by colossal tidal waves generated by Gargantua's gravity. Doyle is swept away by a wave that temporarily grounds the Ranger, and Cooper and Amelia narrowly escape the next. They return to the Endurance after only a couple hours in their perspective. Yet 23 years have passed due to the time dilation caused by Gargantua's gravity. Back on Earth, Murph has become a scientist and begun working with the Elder Brand. On the second planet, the crew awaken the Explorer Man from cryostasis. Man convinces them that his planet, an ice world, is habitable. On Earth, a dying Brand confesses to Murph that he lied about being close to a solution for the gravity equation. He put his hopes on Cooper's team accomplishing plan before humanity's survival. Murph reveals this to her father in a video message transmitted to the mission during the disastrous experience on Miller's planet. A distraught Cooper opts to return to Earth. As the astronauts begin to deploy the colony, Man suddenly attempts to kill Cooper. He reveals to Cooper that he lied about the planet's habitability, in the hope that someone would come to rescue him. Romilly dies in an explosion at Man's camp when he attempts to access the system logs of a booby-trapped robot. Man escapes by stealing a Ranger and attempts to hijack the Endurance. He is killed after failing to properly dock. Cooper and Amelia approach in the lander and manage to regain control of the heavily damaged Endurance. Cooper devises a plan to use the thrust of the remaining Ranger and lander craft to initiate a slingshot maneuver around Gargantua and propel the Endurance onwards to the third and final planet, assigned to Dr. Wolf Edmonds. However, Cooper and Tars sacrifice themselves by detaching their spacecraft and falling into the black hole to enable Amelia to reach Edmonds' planet. Cooper finds himself inside a 5-dimensional tesseract where time is physically presented, seeing past moments from Murph's childhood bedroom. He tries to contact her by manipulating items in the room with gravity, eventually creating a Morse code. Cooper deduces this construct has been created by future humans able to interact with 5 dimensions in order for him to send messages he received in the past. With Tars's help, Cooper relays the information Murph needs to solve the gravity equation in the form of Morse code. On her watch, the Tesseract closes and he and Tars are returned to the orbit of Saturn. Cooper is rescued and brought to an interstellar arc, where he tearfully reunites with an elderly Murph, who has used the gravity equation to accomplish plana and enable humanity's exodus from Earth. Nearing death, she advises him to seek out Amelia. Cooper and Tars set off again to reunite with Amelia. On Edmonds' planet, Amelia buries the deceased Edmonds before removing her helmet to breathe.